Globalization of the world economy. Existing physical borders are becoming blurred, and the markets around the world are being reorganized into a single economic market. Fierce competition between companies and nations. Fast evolution of the IT technologies like ubiquitous, smart devices, robots, and drones. Pursuit of trade facilitation under the WTO through simplified customs clearance. Promotion of sustainable development goals of the UN. Formation of regional economic blocs such as East Africa, West Africa, Central America, South America, ASEAN, and the EU. Under one belt, one road, connecting the world through one path. To strengthen global competitiveness and become a hub of a regional economic bloc, it is essential to build a single window across the nation. Digital trade through the internet. A single window. What is a single window?
A digital single window provides one-stop process environment for all traders and agencies. Before implementation of an internet-based single window, an exporter or importer had to visit relevant organizations, submit multiple paper documents, and obtain their permissions. However, with an internet-based digital single window, the exporter or importer does not need to visit the organizations, but instead submit electronic documents through the internet without leaving the office. The documents are automatically sent to the relevant organizations, and necessary work process of the organizations are carried out electronically. In addition, the permissions or licenses are automatically notified to the exporter or importer through the internet, and the company can check the progress in the office via the internet. In other words, the work is automatically processed without any paper on the one-stop system. Global companies and developed nations have already introduced the system.
A single window allowing a paperless one-stop system. What are the advantages of this system?
Trade movement and work processes can be monitored in real time. That is, from entering a port to taking freight out of customs, freight movement and documents flow can be monitored in real time. Thus, this system can detect lost or smuggled containers or freights when they are being transported. This fundamentally prevents tax evasion or distribution of unlawful goods. Furthermore, from entering a port to taking freight out of customs, the time spent to process the work can be measured in real time. Thus, a user can immediately recognize a reason for delay in the logistic flow, and it allows expedited custom clearance. There are other advantages. With automatic connection with banks, the single window allows a user to electronically pay taxes or charges, and allows a bank to confirm electronic payments to fundamentally prevent tax evasion. By sharing information between exporting or importing organizations, illegal export or import can be prevented, and efficient work processes and uniform trade statistics can be shared across the nation.
Given all these features, how can we build a single window? A single window is divided into three systems. First, a base single window for electronic transaction and authentication across a nation. Second, a freight single window for export-import freight management. And third, a customs clearance single window for processing export-import customs clearance. However, to effectively build a single window in a country, the three single windows should be implemented together. Single windows that are implemented and operated within a boundary of a country are called national single windows. Regional block or global single window. An extended concept of the national single window allows a national single window to be connected with other nations' single windows to process information. For this, a standardization of electronic documents in a regional block or across the world should be preceded. These global standards have already been set by the WCO and the UN. Thus, a national single window should be designed and built based on the global standards. In addition, a single window can be said to be successfully built only when they are linked with an e-custom system of a country. If the single window is not connected with the e-custom system, it will most certainly fail. Thus, it is crucial to implement a single window in parallel with an e-custom system or implement after an e-custom system. Single windows have already been built in developed nations and global companies. How was a single window built in Korea? How is it being operated?
The Korean single window has already been built and read by Korea Customs Service with full support of President and the Prime Minister. To make adjustments for the conflicting interests of the trade organization and parties concerned, an active mediation by the top decision maker is required. With the support of the President, the e-custom system had been built first, and the trade-related single-window system within the e-custom system was implemented and linked in several phases. Through such implementation strategy, the single window and the e-custom system were integrated, automated, and organized. Currently, trade transactions worth $1 trillion are processed every year, which ranks Korean 10th in the world in terms of trade volume. Many governments around the world wish to benchmark the Korean single window and the e-custom system, and are actively trying to introduce the system in their own countries and have benefit from transfer of knowledge. The Korean single window and the e-custom system decrease work processing time and logistic costs, secure tax revenue, and prevent smuggling. The benefits are highly commended by international organizations such as WTO, WCO, and the World Bank.
How does the rest of the world evaluate the Korean single window and the e-custom system that have successfully operated and provided supports? The Korean single window and the e-custom system are highly regarded by international and private organizations. In particular, more and more nations wish transfer of knowledge regarding the implementation strategy of the Korean systems and the applied technologies and the know-how. The Korea Customs Service actively supports nations that want the knowledge transfer and implementing their own systems. In the simplified global economic market, building a digital trade single window is not an option, but a necessity to improve national competitiveness. The introduction of a single window which links sea, air, and road based on digital infrastructure became a global trend. To become a trade hub in the regional economic bloc and to survive the global economic market under fierce competition, it is not too late to build a digital trade single window. Challenge for the advancement of trade and enthusiasm for national competitiveness. Key infrastructure and strong solution for a competitive edge in national trade. Let us travel together on the path of global trade through a single window. Korea Customs Service's Single Window.